What's up, guys? I'm BTC. We just got a trailer for the new Overwatch 2 character, Kiriko. She is a support, and we got to see not only what the abilities look like, but also an explanation on what they actually do. We don't have the exact specific numbers on the amount of healing and damage and that sort of stuff, cooldowns, but we do have descriptions of what the abilities will actually do, and I can match it. So this is Kiriko. She is the Fox character that we saw. There is another legendary in this trailer as well, and I'll show you. But this is the default character outfit, and the fox thing is part of the theme. Also, the flowers are part of her abilities as well. We'll get to that in a second here. So the first thing is her healing, and it's called the Healing Ofuda. And what it does is it's a bunch of slips of paper with some writing on it, and when you launch them, it's a channeled thing, right? So when you launch them, they kind of go out in front of you, and it looks like you can still move around while you're channeling it. So it's not like you're locked in place, like a shadow step or something. You can actually move around while you're channeling this healing, and it will actually seek out your teammates. Now, it doesn't look like it heals all at once. It does look like it is sort of a heal over time. As more of the slips of paper start to hit your teammate, you're going to get a little bit more healing. Now, there's something else here. You can see the blue right there. That is part of her attack. This is the kunai, and there's actually a pretty good picture of it right here. So this is what she has. Now, these do more than just damage. It has a special function with her attack where, let me see here. See it. You can see it getting thrown out here. A couple of them getting thrown out. So what happens is when it hits the enemy, it will increase the critical damage that they take. Again, don't have specifics on this, but it is basically a way to increase damage for not just you, but for everybody on your team. So if you're focusing on someone and your teammates are focusing on them, it looks like it's going to kind of function sort of like an Orb of Discord, right? From Zenyatta, except you have to continually hit them with it. Now, the next thing, and this one is kind of interesting. So you have the ability, so this is called Swift Step, and you can teleport to an ally even through walls. So it doesn't look like you can target just anything specific, like an area. Instead, you target your teammate, and what happens, so in this case, targeting Zarya right there, and then you can teleport, and you appear outside. So this is going to be an unbelievably powerful escape tool, because if your teammates are on the other side of a wall or something, you can just teleport over to them. Now, again, there is a little bit of a delay where, it's kind of like the old shadow step where it takes forever and a day in order to actually teleport. So if you're getting hit like constantly, you might not completely be able to survive. But if you can kind of get a breath for maybe a second or two, you'll be able to teleport and you can go through the walls. This is also going to help you in being able to assist your teammates because you don't have to run all the way around anymore. You just go right through the wall. So that is pretty powerful. Now, the next thing, and this is, I think that basically it is, well, actually, I'll cover this as well. She also has a wall climb. So just like Hanzo and Genji, she can wall climb just like everybody else. Now, oh yeah, and here is the other legendary skin. So this is more of a kind of casual looking thing, it looks. Or this could possibly, I think might be a legendary, or maybe it's just an epic or something. Maybe it's just an epic now that I look at it. But anyway, so it is a little bit different at least. The hat specifically is more of just like a fox hat instead of, the thing that she has with all the writing and whatnot. But anyways, so the next thing is, and again, I think people, this is basically, so it's basically Baptiste's immortality field, but better. So what happens here is you throw this thing on the ground, and it hits your teammates, and that's where the flowers come in, right? And they are invulnerable, just like immortality field. They cannot take damage, and it also cleanses them of most negative effects. So if they get hit by an anti or something, you just drop this on the ground and all of your teammates are invulnerable, and they also lose the anti or the Orb of Discord or the slows or whatever. And this is a normal ability. Now, I'm guessing that this is probably going to be on like a 12 or a 15 second cooldown. In the trailer here, it does show that she uses it like immediately after the other one, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I think it's going to be probably like a 15-second cooldown. It's probably going to be pretty long. If it's not, then it's just crazy, crazy overpowered. And again, you can see here's a Riptire from Junkrat. And nope, denied. So that is unbelievably powerful as an ability. Now, she also has the ultimate, which is called the Kitsune Rush. And this is where the fox comes into play. So that's what she looks like. A little bit of laughing. No one cares. And then, oh yeah, she's going to do some anime. Some animu. So, some anime right there. And then she summons the fox. And it creates a path in front of her. Now, this path will rush forward. And anyone who follows the fox and runs on this path gets increased. So your teammates get increased movement speed, increased attack speed, and the cooldowns are also kind of sped up for anyone that follows the path. So basically, all of your teammates are going to be faster in pretty much every possible way when they're running down this path. So they get increased movement, increased attack speed, and their cooldowns go faster. So that is a pretty powerful ability, especially the cooldown part, right? Because there are going to be some that are where you can use the same ability twice in a fight because of this. That's going to be very, very powerful. Now, I don't know what the numbers are for all of this stuff, but it looks like this character is going to be kind of ridiculous, like pretty ridiculously powerful. Let me take a quick look at some of the other stuff here. And it's another look at the character. And there you go. Overwatch 2, October 4th. Again, you will need the Battle Pass in order to get this. However, you don't have to pay for it. You just do the free levels, and it's probably going to take like 4 or 5 days or something, depending on how much you play. But it's supposed to be somewhere between like 20 and 25 hours worth of playtime in order to unlock it. So there you go, guys. That is Kiriko, not Kitsune. That is Kiriko. She looks kind of ridiculously overpowered. We'll have to see what the numbers are on it. Also, I do kind of find it interesting that they actually included an ability, the ultimate, that will reduce cooldowns. Because I created a character called Isaac that also has the ability that actually does less than, although it's actually a global, so it's a little bit different. Anyways, the point is that I created a character concept that reduced cooldowns, and a lot of people said, no, you can't do that. That's way too strong. That's way too strong to reduce cooldowns like that. But, I mean, they just added it. I mean, this character is completely different from Isaac, obviously, but the point still remains. that they included something that can reduce cooldowns. So we'll have to see just how powerful that is. I think some characters with fast cooldowns where you're going to be able to use that ability 2 or 3 times in a fight because of the ultimate, that's going to be really, really strong. So anyways, there you go, guys. That is Kiriko. What do you guys think of this character? Let me know down below. A big thanks to all the Paragons and other channel members for all your support. If you'd like to become one and grab some cool rewards, click the join button down below. And remember, always blame the controller because it's never your fault.